So in 1995, I'm hanging out, fat, dumb, and happy, go for my regular physical, and my doctor calls me up and says, hey, we got to talk. I said, okay, so I go in. That's never good. Whenever a doctor says, hey, we have to talk, that's never a good sign. So I avoided him for a couple of weeks, finally went in to talk to him, and he said, you have prostate cancer. So I said, okay, so the ball started to roll from there. Long story monotonous, no big deal. I had a resection done, did fine. 25 years later, it comes back. So went through it again. In between there, I had a couple other little problems with cancer. So my gallbladder became tumorous, and they took that out, and some other stuff. So the interesting thing about it is I never felt bad. Never, not once. Never had a symptom, never knew I had it. Every time I found out because I got checked. And totally unsuspecting. So if you're not getting checked regularly and you're a firefighter, you're a fool. Because a deadly cancer could be lurking in your system and you'll be completely unaware until it may be too late to do something good for you.
The fire service is among the highest risk professions for cancer exposure. Health risks to firefighters can come from repeated exposures to smoke toxicants and contact with hazardous soot deposits that enter the body through the skin, inhalation or oral ingestion, both during and after the event. At each call, a firefighter can be exposed to hundreds of different chemicals in the form of gases, vapors, and particulates. Smoke from burning modern materials like plastics and polyurethanes, synthetic furniture, and mattress materials are known to burn faster and hotter, expelling a wide variety of carcinogens.
What carcinogens generally do is that they will actually go into a cell and modify or damage DNA. And one has to remember that all cancer really is a disease of DNA gone bad. And so when things get attached to DNA that can't get unattached or fixed, that's ultimately what leads to the damage that then starts the cancer process. And so I think, unfortunately, that incident with the firefighters back in 1975 really exemplifies how we have to protect ourselves and our fire departments and all the first responders from these types of potential toxins.
Medical experts recommend a regimen of early detection and regular checkups for all emergency responders. This includes taking part in a comprehensive health and wellness program and following through with a proactive plan, both during and post-service, that includes early screenings for common cancers.
So there's a Dr. Bard out there that I just met, and what's fascinating about it, he told me about some treatments that I haven't even heard of. And I've been dealing with this since '95, which is pretty amazing, right? Well, this Dr. Bard cat, he's been at the forefront of that. This guy can come into a firehouse and get you to line up and run you through some non-invasive diagnostic stuff that's going to find out if you should go see somebody and follow up and get treatment. So we ought to be paying attention to guys like this, right? We ought to be getting his message out there about the things that he can do, because then he can get other people to do it so that we can all get tested, so we can all get checked. And it won't involve you going to some special place or spending a ton of money. He knows how to do this stuff remotely. So if you don't know this cat and you're a doctor out there, check him out, find out what he's doing. We need to do more testing, more and more and more testing, because I find out every day, well, today a friend of mine passed away and found out too late. So we're finding out too late. These cancers aren't like, when you take a smack in the puss and your face hurts. Cancer is that sneaky friend who you think the guy likes you, and before you know it, he's run away with your third wife. That's what cancer is. It's the thief in the night that steals your joy, your future, and the only way to find these people is with advanced detection systems. Know that the bad guy's at your door before they're stealing your stuff.